Belfort is a city in northeastern France in the Franche-Comté region, situated between Lyon and Strasbourg. It is the biggest town and the administrative town of the Territoire de Belfort department in the Franche-Comté region. Belfort is 400 kilometers from Paris, 141 kilometers from Strasbourg, 290 kilometers from Lyon and 150 kilometers from Zürich. The residents of the city are called a Euro unregistered trademark Belfortains, a Euro unregistered trademark, a Euro unregistered trademark. It is located on the Savoureuse, on the strategically important natural route between the Rhine and the Rhône near the Belfort Gap or Burgundian Gate. The city of Belfort has 50,199 inhabitants. Together with its suburbs and satellite towns, Belfort forms the largest agglomeration in Franche-Comté region with an urban population of 308,601 inhabitants. History. Belfort's strategic location, in a natural gap between the Vosges and the Jura, on a route linking the Rhine and the Rhône, has attracted human settlement and made it a target for armies. The site of Belfort was inhabited in Gallo-Roman times and was subsequently recorded in the 13th century as a possession of the Counts of Montbecq-Lyon, who granted it a charter in 1307. Previously in Austrian possession, Belfort was transferred to France by the Treaty of Westphalia, that ended the 30 Years' War. The town's fortifications were extended and developed by the military architect Vauban for Louis XIV. Until 1871, Belfort was part of the department of Rhône, in Alsace. The Siege of Belfort, between 3 November 1870 and 18 February 1871, was successfully resisted until the garrison was ordered to surrender 21 days after the armistice between France and Prussia. The region was not annexed by Prussia like the rest of Alsace and was exchanged by others territories in the surrounding of Metz. It formed, as it still does, the Territoire de Belfort. The siege is commemorated by a huge statue, the Lion of Belfort, by Fra Ric Bartholdi. Alsatians who sought a new French home in Belfort made a significant contribution to its industry. The town was bombarded by the German army during World War I and occupied by it during World War II. In November 1944 the retreating German army held the French First Army before the town until French commandos made a successful night attack on the Salbert fort. Belfort was liberated on November 22, 1944. Economy. Belfort is a heavy industries place, mostly dedicated to railway and turbines. Belfort is the hometown of Alstom where the first TGVs were produced, as well as of the GE Energy European headquarter and center of excellence for the manufacturing of gas turbines. Transport. Road. Like many other European cities, motor traffic in Belfort increases continually and dominates transport. Belfort is situated at only 25 miles from the commercial port of Mulhouse Rhine, which allows international transit. Motorway A36 from Beam to Mulhouse is routed around the south and east parts of the city. It forms the main axis linking Belfort to other French and foreign cities. A national road, A19, is another main road which joins the south of Belfort with Paris, Nancy and Switzerland. Euro Airport Basel-Mulhouse Freiburg is located about 60 kilometers east of Belfort and takes an hour to drive. Rail links. Belfort is well connected with the rest of France. Major destinations such as Paris, Dijon, Bassano-Section-on, Mulhouse, Strasbourg, Lyon, Marseille, Montpellier and Lille being directly possible by train, including high-speed trains. Some trains operate into Switzerland, such as Basel and Zürich stations. There is also a train service to Frankfurt am Main in Germany. Regional services connect Belfort to Montbecq-Lyon, Bassano-Section-on, Mulhouse, Vesoul, Upper-Pinel and Nancy. Gare de Belfort is the main railway station in the centre of the city. Gare de Belfort Euro Montbecq-Lyon TGV is the high-speed railway station, 9 kilometers south of the city. After 2015, regional trains will connect Belfort with Belfort Montbecq-Lyon TGV station using the new Belfort Eurodel railway link. This service will open Belfort and its area to Switzerland, and Swiss towns like Della Copyright Mont, Bern, Freiburg and Lausanne will be connected to Paris and other cities by the high-speed train net. Before 2020, the service à Permel-Pinel Belfort will be electrified and modernized. This will allow a link between LGV Estate and LGV Rhine and Belfort Montbe copyright Lyon TGV station, opening new destinations like Nancy, Metz and Luxembourg. Local transport equals. A local bus network operates within the city. The name of service is Optimo. You can find the updated details in the following site. www.optimo.fr. Tickets can be bought from any newsagent in the city. Alternatively, a user can send a SMS bus to 84100 and show the confirmation SMS as a ticket. Cycling tracks The region of Belfort already has cycling tracks of around 70 kilometers and still more are under construction. Visit Tourism Office for the latest cycle tracks. Cooler copyright Evert in the west, Mulsaucy Germany in the north and the Euro 06 is just around 20 kilometers to the south. Numerous cycling events are organized, enabling people to explore the area in the company of an official guide. Sites. Belfort is the home of the Lion of Belfort, a sculpture, by Fra copyright Dow copyright Rick Bartholdi, who shortly afterwards built the Statue of Liberty in New York. The Belfort Citadel, a unique example of Vauban pentagonal fortifications. The Belfort Cathedral, 18th century, the Old Town, the Belfort City Museums are structured within three main poles, history and the old barracks on the top of the citadel. Art in the Tour 41. Modern art in the donation jar. Since July 2007, a tourist side of the citadel has been open to the public with a sound, video and light animated trail in the moats and the big underpass of the citadel. Its name, La Citadelle de la Liberté copyright. By climbing on a tall building or going up the nearby mountains on a clear day, the ice-capped mountains of the Alps in Switzerland can be seen. Grand Souterrain de la Citadelle de Belfort, an underground passage of Belfort's citadel. Culture. Eureka copyright ends. Belfort's best-known cultural event is the annual Eureka Copyright Ends, one of France's largest rock music festivals. FIMU. Belfort is also well known for hosting the annual Festival International de Musique Universitaire held in May each year. FIMU usually involves over 250 concerts at different locations around the city and around 2,500 musicians, most of them students or amateur groups from countries across Europe and the rest of the world. Music styles performed are extremely diverse and include traditional, folk, rock, jazz, classical and experimental. Personalities. Births. Belfort was the birthplace of Marie-Anne von Assectionnois Brideau, Carmelite nun, one of the 16 martyrs of Compiègne, von Assectionnois Josephine, painter, Jules Brunet, a member of the first French military mission to Japan in order to help modernize the armies of the Shogunate, Louis-Gabriel Charles Vicaire, poet, Tahar Rahim, actor, Raymond Forney, politician, Jean-Pierre Chevènement, politician, Gar copyright Rad Grissy, composer, Alexander Toppens, American pioneer, Frederick Duplass, footballer, John Gliel, footballer. Deaths. La copyright on de l'Arbre, painter known from his drawings for the shoe camps. International relations. Twin towns sister cities. Belfort is twinned with, Della Copyright Mont, Switzerland, Leonberg, Baden-Württemberg, Germany, Castel San Pietro Terme, Italy, Zaporizhzhia, Ukraine, Stafford, United Kingdom, Tangen de Souris, Burkina Faso. See also, communes of the Territoire de Belfort Department, Fortified Region of Belfort, the works of Antonin Mercier copyright. References, INSEE. External links, City Council website, La Place Forte de Belfort 1870 1914 Tourist Office website, Visiting Belfort, webpage about the fortifications, La Copyright on de l'Arbre, Georges var Copyright Res. Sculptor of Belfort War Memorial.